The night's challenge involves destroying 6 corrupted apples from a sacred tree within a count of 10 using a sling. This tree holds special significance as it was planted when Amicia was born. The challenge represents a coming-of-age moment and test of skill. A hunting dog named Leo discovers something concerning in the forest. While initially tracking what seems to be normal game, the situation takes an ominous turn when they find signs of violence and mysterious circumstances that prompt immediate action. The story shifts to reveal mounting tension as English troops arrive and the forest becomes restricted. A brother named Hugo is introduced, who appears to be ill and kept isolated. The family dynamic shows signs of strain due to this situation. During their escape, their mother directs them to seek out a doctor named Laurentius. The children must navigate dangerous territory while dealing with Hugo's mysterious illness, which appears to be worsening under stress. The siblings reach a village seeking help, only to find it devastated by plague. The atmosphere is tense, with scared villagers hiding in their homes. The severity of the situation becomes clear as they witness the impact of the disease on the community. They meet a woman named Clara, who provides them with shelter and fresh clothes. She mentions a doctor who might be at the hospice and directs them to the church for more information, though noting that people avoid it now. The siblings prepare for their continued journey. At the church, they encounter Father Thomas, who knows of Laurentius and their family. He warns them of grave danger, but offers help, directing them to an escape route through the crypt of 3 saints that might lead to Laurentius' farm. The true nature of the plague is revealed to have started with mysterious bites during the night, spreading rapidly through families and the village. The situation has become dire, with very few survivors remaining, including only 2 brothers at the church. A tense situation unfolds as characters encounter danger. The scene is filled with uncertainty and fear as they seek safety from an unknown threat. The characters face plague rats that are afraid of light. They discuss using torches for protection and needing to find fire to move forward. Everyone is trying to stay calm while dealing with the dangerous situation. A priest had mentioned there might be a way out. The group spots a windmill and discusses reaching Laurentius for safety. The Inquisition is searching for a 5-year-old boy with brown hair and blue eyes, following orders from the Grand Inquisitor. The situation becomes more dangerous as they try to avoid detection. Hugo, who seems to be feeling unwell, is told to stop playing games as it's too dangerous. The group needs to reach Laurentius, and someone offers to carry Hugo, who is struggling. The journey is becoming more challenging as they try to stay hidden. They meet Magister Laurentius, who reveals an ancient evil runs through the family's bloodline. The parents' attempts to slow its progress failed after the Great Break. The Inquisition is actively hunting them, and they must head to the Chateau for safety. Lucas, an alchemist, teaches them about creating special mixtures using alcohol and sulfur. The process involves careful mixing and aims to create useful projectiles. This knowledge seems crucial for their survival against the threats they face. Lucas explains the prima macula, an ancient corruption that travels through certain family bloodlines. The Great Break caused it to awaken in Hugo's blood. Despite attempts to help, Hugo's mother and Laurentius ran out of time before finding a solution. The group encounters massive numbers of rats while following an aqueduct. They must stay in the light to survive. They pass through an area with fallen soldiers, showing respect for the dead while trying to escape the dangerous situation. They meet new characters, Melly and Arthur, after being captured. There is discussion about ransom and valuables. The situation is tense as they try to figure out who they can trust and how to escape their captors. The group discusses finding safety at a chateau where Lucas is waiting. They talk about their complicated situation with the Inquisition and their pursuit. The journey leads them to an abandoned village that was destroyed in one night, with rumors of a curse in the area. The situation is tense as someone appears to be suffering from a mysterious condition in their blood. There's mention of carrying them and climbing on backs, with Lucas trying to slow down the effects. They're heading to a shuttle east, with fears about what's happening in their heads. The group arrives at a hideout, not meant for fancy gatherings. There's discussion about family history, revealing a tough past with an abusive father. Someone mentions royalty, though it's dismissed. The space is clearly meant for basic survival rather than comfort. A conversation about wealth and payment occurs, with confusion about someone being rich. The situation leads to offering a straw mattress and plans for a future discussion. The mood is tense with uncertainty about resources and status. A tactical situation develops involving helmeted opponents. They devise a clever strategy using some kind of mixture that burns faces and melts steel, making it impossible for enemies to keep their helmets on. The group coordinates their attack plan. Tension rises as they realize they need to escape, with mention of the Inquisition bastion in town. Resources are checked and urgency to move is emphasized. The situation becomes increasingly dangerous. The group is on the move, heading toward a chateau and aqueduct. Past events are briefly mentioned, including an explosion and cage escape. They're dealing with immediate threats while trying to maintain forward progress. They encounter rats and discover a solution using a mixture of saltpeter and alcohol. The destructive effect on the rats provides them a path forward. The aqueduct becomes their next destination. They discover an alchemist's trick involving gold and hidden doors. The group works together to navigate this mysterious space, finding underground water collection systems. Progress is being made despite challenges. A boat journey through underground waters begins. There's lighthearted discussion about monsters in the depths, drawing on childhood memories and maternal wisdom. The journey provides a brief moment of respite. They navigate through various obstacles, including locked passages and ancient mechanisms. The group works together to overcome these challenges, showing resourcefulness and determination. Finally reaching their destination, they find ancient living quarters. Despite being centuries old, they must still navigate various traps and obstacles. The space shows promise as a potential sanctuary. The situation becomes more serious as they discuss a spreading condition called Macula. There's mention of thresholds and limited time, with hope lying in a complex elixir. The search for a cure becomes paramount. The group plans to enter the town despite evident dangers. They observe evacuations due to some kind of bite threat. The Inquisition's presence adds another layer of risk to their mission. The situation appears tense as several domain owners have been executed. Despite the circumstances, there is encouragement to stay calm and keep moving forward. The distinctive smell of the university lingers in the memory as progress continues through the area. A cemetery blocks the path, creating hesitation about proceeding through it. The Grand Inquisitor is mentioned in connection with something called the Epis Anguish. This substance, derived from rats, has mysterious properties when mixed with sulfur and has caused some concerning accidents in the past. The Epis Anguish crystals are revealed to be extremely valuable and must be carefully preserved for a special project. Past incidents have shown them to be dangerous if mishandled. The crystals are to be delivered to a location called the Bastion. A horrifying scene unfolds where sick people have been slaughtered and rats have been deliberately released. The situation connects to Vitalis, identified as the killer of the protagonist's father, revealing a deeper conspiracy involving multiple parties. The search continues through an enormous space filled with books and banners. A specific path marked by roses provides guidance. The atmosphere is disorienting, with people losing track of time while confined inside. The Grand Inquisitor's impending arrival creates tension. A crucial interaction occurs involving Roderick, the son of a smith who built a special door. The situation becomes intense as threats are made regarding the door's opening, drawing parallels to past mistakes made with Roderick's father. A confrontation leads to a necessary escape. The special door, described as a masterpiece, becomes central to the escape plan. A fire breaks out, triggering alarms and creating chaos that must be navigated carefully. The search for a special red book called the Sanguis Seton Era becomes critical. The book is believed to hold the key to saving a young brother. The search leads to a hidden library containing forbidden books marked by roses. After successfully obtaining the book, the group discovers an unexplored area of the chateau. The atmosphere is described as unique, with ancient stones that seem to hold conversations from the past. A mysterious fresco containing pillar symbols adds to the intrigue. A serious situation develops regarding Hugo's worsening condition. The Macula is progressing rapidly, requiring better equipment and a proper laboratory. News arrives about Beatrice being alive, but imprisoned and tortured by the Inquisition. The group encounters hostile forces and uses rats to their advantage. Justice is served to those responsible for past family executions, though the cost is heavy. The situation becomes increasingly intense as they push forward. The search continues through various rooms, looking for specific potions and a laboratory. Memories of the past guide the search, leading to the discovery that the required facility might be hidden in old Roman ruins within the garden, a place that was once forbidden to enter. The scene opens in ancient Roman baths built by a governor, featuring mysterious frescoes and symbols. The location contains sculptures depicting chemical animals and alchemical symbols representing purification and transformation. 3 basins with distinct symbols and 4 sculptures are present, with the ability to light fires underneath. A notable fresco depicts a pregnant alchemist woman next to an alembic, highlighting the connection between alchemy and reproduction. The temple appears to have special significance related to motherhood and feminine power in alchemy. The temple contains advanced alchemical materials and reagents, superior to previously discovered items. Important handwritten notes are found, though they indicate an incomplete elixir formula. The research appears to be crucial, but unfinished. Another ancient fresco shows a child with the prima macula marks, suggesting this condition has existed for centuries. The macula apparently travels through history, repeatedly impacting the world. A box with a phoenix symbol contains what might be the cure. The discovered cure seems promising, but incomplete. While trying to finish the preparation, an interruption occurs, forcing quick action. The process requires careful mixing of specific ingredients and following precise alchemical procedures. The elixir is successfully created, marking a significant breakthrough. The completion of the formula confirms a connection between the elixir, rats, and a mysterious carrier. The immediate priority becomes saving Hugo with the newly created cure. Hugo receives the bitter elixir with hopes for improvement. A poignant conversation reveals the permanent absence of their mother, though comfort is offered that she is no longer in pain. Hugo suddenly disappears, prompting an urgent search through a nearby village. The situation becomes increasingly tense as concerning signs of trouble emerge. The Grand Inquisitor meets with an Archbishop, revealing plans involving Hugo's blood. The discussion indicates that while Hugo should have reached a first threshold, something in his blood has slowed the process. The Archbishop warns of excommunication. A dramatic reunion occurs between Hugo and his mother, who is previously believed dead. They plan an escape, though it requires careful timing and stealth to acquire necessary keys. Hugo discovers he can communicate with and control certain forces, though this power requires careful focus to maintain safely. This ability is revealed to be connected to his blood rather than an illness. A confrontation unfolds with Vitalis, who refuses to release Hugo, claiming he is the natural carrier of the Macula. The situation escalates as Hugo's powers continue to develop, though not yet reaching the expected threshold. The atmosphere is tense as characters discuss staying together and having faith in completing an important mission. The mood is hopeful, yet anxious, as they try to maintain calm while tracking someone down. After a 3-day disappearance and near-death experience, the group must prepare for an incoming rat invasion. The harsh winter has frozen the surroundings. Someone is struggling with recurring dreams and grief over a lost loved one, though they refuse special herbal remedies. The group discusses fortifying their defenses against rats as night approaches. There is tension around whether some members want to leave, while others insist on staying together to survive. The characters work together to secure braces and strengthen their fortifications. An unprecedented number of rats appear, forcing the group to seek higher ground. They spot a ladder that could lead them to safety in a tower. Despite the dangerous situation, they maintain determination to reach safety together. The situation worsens as they realize this is more than a typical rat infestation. It appears to be linked to a curse. The defenses are failing rapidly, and the group must make quick decisions to survive. Someone appears to have control over the rats. The group, now reduced to 5 members after losing several people, decides to fight back against their adversary. They are motivated by revenge and the desire to rescue someone's mother. Despite the odds, they feel stronger with their combined forces and special abilities. The team advances toward a cathedral, using clever tactics to protect themselves. They push a cart for cover and work together, though exhaustion and injury begin to take their toll. Sacrifices are made to ensure the group's survival. A confrontation occurs with their adversary, who has caused significant destruction. A special power becomes central to their strategy as they prepare for a final stand against their enemy. The mood shifts to a more peaceful time as the group prepares to leave the region. They gather supplies and practice combat skills through target practice. There are moments of levity and celebration, marking 3 days without rat encounters. The final scenes show attempts to return to normalcy, though they face discrimination from townspeople. Someone is recovering using herbal remedies, while others try to maintain optimism and find moments of joy through simple games and sibling interactions.